Hello, Kuzuzangpola. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'd like to share with you my method number 2 to determine the LCM. And in method number 2, you're going to use prime factors to find the LCM. In my previous video, I shared with you method number 1, that is to find the LCM using multiples. If you want to find the LCM of 3 and 4, we need to list down some of the multiples of these two numbers until we get our first common number, and this first common number is going to be the LCM of 3 and 4, and in our case the LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. I also shared with you some of the drawbacks of this method number 1, and one of the drawbacks was if we have larger numbers. I do not consider these two numbers very large yet to make our tasks much more understandable. I'm taking this 12 and 14. If you want to find the LCM of 12 and 14, instead of listing down the multiples, okay, if you have to list down the multiples, then students should have 12 times table and 14 times table in their mind. If they don't know how to determine the 12 times table and then 14 times table, then they will face difficulties and take lots of time to come to this number 84, which is the least common multiple. So instead of using this one, I recommend all my students to use method number 2. And method number 2 is, if I just share with you method number 2. So method number 2 is using prime factorization. Okay, prime factors. Okay, method number 2 is using prime factors, and the method is called as prime factorization method. Okay, if I want to determine the LCM of 12 and 14, suppose if I want to determine the LCM of 12 and 14, first of all I'm going to list down the prime factors of 12. So prime factors of 12 is an even number because I have even digit in the ones place, so I can easily divide this one by 2. 2 times 6 is going to give you 12. Further, I can break this down, and again this is even, so I'm going to multiply 2 times 3, and this will give you 6. Therefore my prime factors of uh, 12, if I list down prime factors of 12's prime factors, 12 is equal to, I need to multiply whatever I have at the extreme these are called as leaves, so I need to multiply the numbers, these leaves together. I'm going to get 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, 2 times 2 times 3. And if I write this one as a power, you're going to get, I have two 2's, therefore you can write this one as 2 raised to 2 times 2 raised to the power of 2 times 3. Now after this, I'm going to find the prime factors of 14. Okay, prime factors of 14. And again, if I use this method, 14 is an even number, so 2 times 7 will give you 14. I cannot go beyond this because we know that 7 is a prime number, 2 is also prime number, 3 is also prime number. So as soon as you get your prime number, you do not have to split this one. So you're going to get 14, and the prime numbers, prime factors of 14, they are 2 and 7. So 2 and 7, and I do not have to write this one, modify this one, and write in this form, because we already know that we have this one in the simplified form, because we just have 1 2 and 1 7. After this one, we are going to find the LCM. Okay, LCM of 14 and 12 and 14, 12 and 14. And when we determine the LCM of 12 and 14, we have to take the common factors. We have 2 here, we also have 2 here, but when we take these factors, what you have to do is we have to take the highest power with highest exponent, and this time power with highest exponent is 2. So the exponent of this 2 is 1, exponent of this 2 is 2. So instead of taking this, we have to take 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to the power of 2 times, we are done with 2, and after this we need to take 3 and 7. So 7 times 3. And what is 2 raised to 2? 2 raised to 2 is 4. 4 times 7 times 3. Because I know that 2 raised to 2 is 2 times 2. I need to multiply the base twice. So 2 times 2 is 4. What do we get from here now? I'm going to get 4 7 is 28. 28 times 3, which is going to give you, now multiply 28 and 3, you'll get 28 times 3. What do we get? 3 8 is 24. So out of from this 2 digits, 2 will come, and then this will get added to the product from here. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 will give you 8. And therefore your LCM is 84. And we got the same answer. We got the same answer out here. So we feel the difference. Instead of listing down all the multiples, if we have this idea of finding the prime factors, you can easily write down all the prime factors like this. And if we have more than one prime factor, same prime factor, you just have to write it as a power. And when you find the LCM, if we have same numbers coming in both the cases, you have to take the prime factor with highest exponent, and remaining numbers we need to simply multiply with this. And if you multiply, you get your answer equal to 84. So this is the second method of finding LCM, that is by finding prime factors.